Hello, Jay. This is V from Central New York. I was just finishing up listening to your episode on gerrymandering and the coming midterm elections. And I had a couple of thoughts for your listeners to consider because the fires seem to be burning right now for many progressives, where everything that was once thought to be true, meaning the ideology, which I really have said to many of my progressive friends, lacked a vision over the last 20 years that many progressives have subscribed to, is being questioned to the point where many progressives, particularly younger progressives, seem to be motivating themselves towards becoming socialist, which in a historical context would make them more left, and indeed the real left than progressives are presently. In relationship to gerrymandering and the upcoming midterm elections and the 2020 census, progressives particularly need to understand how the country has gotten to the position where it finds itself. The reality is, from the election in 2008 to the elections in 2016, progressives had kind of gotten lazy. The reality that I see, and it's unfortunate, but it is true, is that we celebrated Obama's defeat of the Republicans, but we did not take into our hearts the challenge which he put out to us. He said, you want me to do X, Y, and Z, you better make me do it. And we didn't go about doing that. The goal in 2008 was to get rid of George W. Bush and the Republicans, whereas the goal in 2006 for the Republicans was to get rid of the Democrats and to continue maintaining control of the houses, of both houses in Washington, and taking over various state houses over the next 10 to 16 years. Progressives did not have that long-term vision. This to me is slightly surprising because many progressives, many big voice progressives who own and operate really good podcasts and podcast networks have behind them significant financial backing, and they run companies in businesses, not usually just one, but multiples. So therefore, to me, I would have thought, since they are business people, they would have to have a long-term plan of engagement to take back and maintain control of not only both federal houses, but state houses. Maybe it is time that progressives take a page from conservatism. I would really encourage all of your listeners to get a book titled The Republican Noise Machine and to study how the Republicans, the neoconservatives, took control of the institutions of power. If you do not have such an inclination in your vision, in your mission, in the way that you are doing business every day, whether that business is political or economic, or in the need of the present time, both, you will never win. And you know this, and we know this. So we cannot become lazy again. If we are going to shoot for the houses, if we are going to shoot to take back the Senate and the House of Representatives in 2018, we better know how we are going to keep those houses, not only throughout 2020 and 2022, but through 2032 in 2042. Thank you to your listeners, and keep up the good work. Peace.